Chats with Stretch. I am Stretch, yours truly, your 6'6" phenomenon. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Here we go. Which member of Migos did not have a verse on their song Bad and Bougie?
No idea.
Come on.
I have no idea. I know the Migos had a song called Tasty. Stir Fry.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another dope edition of Dope Chats with Stretch. I am your host, Stretch, your 6'6" phenomenon, hanging out with you on this beautiful Wednesday night from my basement. That's right, where everything goes down. Well, not everything, not everything. But anyway, I'm super excited to be here with you all tonight. I'm super excited to have my guests tonight. These ladies are just doing it up real big, making things happen when it comes to the fashion world. And I got to get my sound effects ready because as I bring them up, I want to make sure that I give them their roses. You feel me? So with that being said, I would love for you all to please welcome from Instant Vintage 78. The ladies, the lovely ladies, Sam and Stacy to the show. What's up, ladies?
Hey, Stretch.
Yeah. There you go. All right. There you go. What's up? How y'all feeling tonight?
Great. Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the opportunity to be with me tonight. We've been kind of going back and forth, mostly on my end because my memory be off at times. That's what happens when you turn 45. You start to forget things. But
I think it's 40. But that's when it starts to feel like.
Yeah.
We're talking to your head, not your heart.
There you go. We're here tonight. So how's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Yes,
wonderful.
Great.
Wonderful. How are you?
Everything is good. We're at Wednesday. We're almost at the weekend, and of course, hopefully, the weather will be great and all that good stuff like that. But first and foremost, you both of y'all, your mothers, right?
Yes.
So happy belated Mother's Day to the both.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. How'd you guys spend your Mother's Day?
It was lovely. I went to visit. I went to get some cheesecake. Ended up having some lunch and went to see my mom and. It was really nice. I didn't expect to do a lot of that, but it just kind of came together. I don't like to plan because that's just like a road to disappointment. So I just kind of let the day unfold and it was so beautiful.
That's the same exact thing. It was unfolding and I went out to Solomon's Island with my mother. We had brunch here and then went to Solomon's Island. And it was dope. Letting it flow instead of planning it out because plans are always
it can just nothing can meet the expectation. It has to be like a surprise.
Yep.
See, now I want y'all to take that same advice when it comes to when guys meet a woman, they be like, "Oh, let's go out." First thing the woman says, "What we gonna do?" Damn, we just met. You know what I'm saying? Let me figure it all out.
Yeah.
But I'm
a flowy type person. Like I like the flow. Let's flow.
I saw this on his Facebook today on his Facebook thread where it was just kind of like a comic, but I was like, see, that's that stuff because sometimes, don't get me wrong, it is good to plan stuff, but at certain times it's also good to be spontaneous because you just never know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway.
Spontaneous with a person with great taste though, because you could end up at the crab shack or somewhere you just really don't want to
market. No, let's not.
Be somewhere where you like, please get me out of here.
Hey man, some of the best things I've had have been in hole in the wall places.
Yeah, sometimes.
I'm just kidding, but I'm just it could happen. It could happen though.
It could.
Yeah. So let's get into it. First, let introduce yourself to everybody out there because they may not know who you ladies are. So the floor is yours.
I'm Stacy.
I am Samantha.
And we are together collaboratively Instant Vintage 78.
All right. So let's talk about Instant Vintage 78. Where did it come from and why did the two of you decide to collaborate and bring this forward?
Well, the name itself comes from our aesthetic. So what we sell are vintage clothing, jewelry, and accessories for men, women, and occasionally children. But our aesthetic is classic and timeless. So that's where instant vintage comes from. It's like the items that we pick, we feel were dope from the day they were made and will always be dope from yesterday to today to 20 years from now. So that's where instant vintage comes from. And 78 is our birth year. So
I can rock with that. You know what I'm saying?
Babies.
There you go. I can rock with that. So that's love. That's love. So how long have you has instant vintage 78 been around?
So instant vintage 78 has been around since 2012, but our original business started in 2003. So this is our second time going at it.
Okay.
It has been the best time.
Yes, it has.
So what was the first business venture?
Tiger Lilies.
Yeah, it was called Tiger Lilies. It was also vintage. It was popping back then too, but life happened. We had kids and had careers and
marriages.
Husbands and divorces and so we got to a place in life where like fashion has always been her passion. I came into it. Would you say fashion was always your passion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fashion has always been my passion.
I kind of got into it in my teenage years, but once I got bit by the fashion bug, it was like, that's just everything.
We pretty much got bit by the fashion bug at the same time. I think I've always been into fashion, but I did not know that that's what I was into.
Yeah.
Right.
If that makes sense.
What drove you into fashion?
Fashion shows.
It was FTV. Like we don't even have this kind of quality programming anymore, but it was literally television. So one day I was channel surfing.
This is the 90s.
This was in the 90s. I think it was the Style Channel, but it was a show. It was called FTV was the show. And then it was called, this specific show was called Behind the Velvet Ropes. And I remember, and this was the 90s. So this was like the supermodel era. This was to me, the
Naomi, Linda Evangelista, Cindy Crawford, like it was big names.
And I remember surfing and coming across a runway show and Naomi Campbell is like strutting down the runway. And it was just mesmerizing to me. Like it was jaw dropping just to see her and the clothes. And then they would give you like fun facts, like key accessory. So they would kind of make the show make sense to you. It was like an education in fashion, like a crash course in fashion at the height of fashion. And it just couldn't have come together more like perfect, but that's how it happened.
Yep. And with me, I was enrolled into modeling classes, which I absolutely dreaded. I was a tomboy. My mom wanted me to be more of a lady.
Right.
And she made me go into these classes. And in these classes, they would play that same thing, the runway shows on FTV. And that's the same thing. It was just like, oh, wait, this is what you're saying it is? That's me.
Say less.
Bet.
Yeah. And we didn't realize until later in our lives that was the point at which we both fell in love with fashion. We didn't know that until years later.
Wow. This goes to show you, like, you never know. You could be around something or be in some sort of situation and you're already being fed your future.
Yes. And then we went to high school together. So it literally was like
an alignment.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Word.
There you go. Y'all like sisters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
we are pretty much like sisters, but we're not sisters and we're not twins.
We're not twins.
People ask us all the time. We're not twins, we're not sisters, we're not cousins. We're just brothers.
I thought the same thing. I was like, oh man, those are some dope twins. And I was like, oh wait, are they twins? No. Thank you for the clarity. But y'all known each other for such a long time. It's just like y'all basically have created like this sisterhood.
Yes, most definitely. And I think we do act as twins sometimes. You know how twins can complete each other's sentences and all of that? We do that because we just been around each other for
forever. Yeah, she doesn't even have to speak sometimes. I already know what she's thinking. I can shoot her a look and she already knows what that means.
Well, that's dope though too, because a lot of times, when it comes to like, friendships and businesses, the two don't necessarily go hand in hand. And the fact that the two of you were able to, have two businesses, together and still maintain your friendship, that right there is a blessing. You know what I mean?
All about respect.
It is. It sounds cliche, but it is about love and respect. Like relationships don't have to suffer for any reason as long as you communicate respectfully and honestly and keep each other's best interests at heart at all times.
At all times.
Yeah, that's true. And, that's a good gem to drop, because not only does that, pertain to just relationship, whether it be, romantically, but, in general, just,
across the board.
Off the board. Yeah.
It's the formula. If you have any smoke with anybody or anything, somebody was disrespectful, somebody was inconsiderate, somebody was selfish along the way. So like those are things that you got to keep, in check, or in harboring feelings. You got to talk about things and know that this person is not trying to attack you. Yep. It's just something that needs to be discussed so y'all can like come to an agreement or come to a compromise and move on. Mm-hmm.
Right. That's what's up. So you both kind of touched on it earlier as far as like the supermodels and things of nature that you were drawn to. So let's talk about some of your icons. Like, who are your favorite fashion icons, whether it be, let's talk designers. Like, who are your favorite designers that you just adore?
Gianni Versace, and he's a Sagittarius, Team Sag.
And then Karl Lagerfeld, he's a Virgo. Mm-hmm. So I'm a Virgo. She's a Sag. So Karl Lagerfeld.
What about Karl Kanai? I think he was a Scorpio. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
now you hit cussing.
You're doing too much.
Wait a minute. Don't be hating on Karl Kanai. That dude had some hot stuff.
No, we respect.
It wasn't Karl. It was
respect.
It was the S word.
Oh, my bad. I don't know Scorpio, so I was just
okay.
Glad you aren't one, because I didn't think about that before I said it.
I'm a Pisces, Team Pisces all day.
Okay, we love Pisces.
Yeah, Pisces are amazing.
I'll drink to that.
Toast to that.
Mm-hmm. But go ahead. Y'all were talking about your fashion designers.
Yeah, so definitely Karl Lagerfeld, Gianni Versace, because there's two things. There's Donatella and then there's Gianni. When Gianni died, Donatella took over, even though she had some influence in the beginning. But Gianni, Lord.
Marc Jacobs is also another one of my favorites. Like I just love his aesthetic and how he approaches fashion and his respect for vintage too. He loves vintage, and you can see that a lot in his designs.
And Dior, we cannot forget Dior, because Christian Dior designed for the classic woman. Like when it comes to class, Dior had that in the bag.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's get into I guess more so with what you all do with your online boutique. Mm-hmm. How do you go about finding and getting the pieces and curating the particular style that you want to showcase? And is it for the everyday woman? Is it for the mom? Is it for the working? What is the how do you come up with I guess more so with the concepts?
That's a good question. I feel like it's for the everyday woman, but I think our client or our customer has loves clothing, loves to look nice,
right?
Different. Is not afraid to try something different. I
say this a lot. We sell to the fly woman, the woman who does not want to sit in a box. And the box could be the designer, to be honest with you. The box could be you wore the Christian Dior flip-flops with the Christian Dior bag, and that could be the box for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The woman that we sell to is the woman that wants to go into a room and look different than everybody that exists in that room.
And be noticed.
She wants to turn the heads.
Gotcha.
And this is a woman that appreciates quality.
Yes.
For sure. This is not, even though I think we all have a couple fast fashion things in our closet, but this is not a fast fashion woman. This is a woman of that appreciates quality and
taste.
Yeah.
And honestly, we try to sell investment pieces a lot. We do have things that aren't investment pieces, but we do try to make sure that a bulk of our stuff are investment pieces. And investment pieces are things that when you buy it, it's worth one amount, but over the years, it will appreciate in value.
There you go. All right. Like a bag.
Like a bag, like a dress, even a dress. If you buy a dress from the 1950s, today you might pay $150. Go 10 years from now, you're going to pay $350.
Okay.
Because if it's a dress from the 50s, it's less likely that you can find it easily.
Yeah. Right. So that is a misconception, because people think that clothing is disposable, which it can be, but good quality clothing, if you keep it in good condition, whether it's designer or not, can actually appreciate and value as time goes on.
There you go. So, for those out there who are watching and who are listening, go through grandma's closet. Don't be,
don't sleep
on grandma's closet if your grandmother was fly.
Right. Don't be throwing grandma stuff in them hefty bags.
Some grandmothers wore muumuus, so we're not talking about that. But if your grandmother had that stuff, like God bless her soul, I had a grandmother that had that stuff, that work, the alligator bags. You go through her closet and she'll tell you, put this to the side, baby. This is good stuff.
Like I know. Yes.
So let's talk about, I guess, things that folks should have in their closet. So what are like 3 top things that a woman should have in her closet? And what are 3 top things that a man should have in his closet as far as fashion is concerned? If is 3 enough? I don't know.
3 is never enough.
3 is definitely not enough, but we're going to pare it down.
But 3 is never enough.
All right. We'll make it 4 because I don't like odd numbers. So let's say 4.
You do too. I do too.
Okay. So for a woman, I think every woman should have a very flattering black dress, like whether it's a full length one or an LBD. And
what's an LBD?
A little black dress.
Oh shit! Okay, little black dress. All right, I like it. Continue, please.
Honestly, I think every woman should have a really like badass coat, like a fur. Everybody doesn't like fur. Everybody don't wear fur, but fur don't quite hit the same. So I'm gonna say a fur coat. If you don't like fur, then just doing something in like a cashmere or like a camel wool, but a really great coat every woman needs.
Okay.
So I'll do jewels because I like jewels a lot. Every woman should have a great pair of diamond earrings. I need mine. And I think the most important to me, and I say this all the time, is like, what's your foundation looking like? You better have your undergarments intact. And if that means Spanx for you, if that means a good bra, whatever that means, make sure that everything underneath your clothing is helping your clothing look the best that it can.
Got you.
Okay, now we got to go to men.
Yeah, go to the men. Go to the men. Fellas, take note.
Well, we already know you guys need to have a good suit and a good pair of cufflinks. That's mine. Yeah. Suit, cufflinks, and I'm talking about good.
Okay.
Oh, y'all need so much.
They need a wife.
Y'all need
Damn.
I need a lot. Like, what else does every man need? I mean, I already said coat, but again, that's definitely one that a man needs. A nice, sleek,
and good tailored shirt
coat. Yeah,
good tailor. And when I say tailored shirts, I don't mean you go to Nordstrom's and you buy it and you just put it on your body. I mean, go to the tailor and get it cut for you.
Yeah,
make it make sense.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Your body type, because we are all different in every, like, we could wear the same size and not be the same, as far as the tailoring goes. So it's always important to make sure your clothes are specifically tailored for you, even if you buy them off the rack.
It's funny that you say that because, like, over the years, I just like started using a tailor. Like, I got a guy that's over in Singapore, and he comes to the States, like two or three times a year. And when he come, bam, get 5 new suits, and he has great deals. Hook you up with like 7 suits, 7 shirts, and they are fit for me. And everything written inside of it says it's just for me because it says dope since 76. So if anybody tries to steal it and I look, I'll be like, that's my suit.
That's my suit.
So yeah, I think that's dope. What about? Okay, let's get into like the things that men and women should avoid wearing, especially as we get into the summertime.
I think all people should avoid ill-fitting clothes. Like, you can do something fit or oversized, like, but if it's not flattering on your body, don't wear it. Like, a lot of people have this philosophy: if they made it in my size and I can wear it, that couldn't be furthest from the truth. Like, it has to complement your body type. So I would say please avoid ill-fitting clothing at all costs. It will make you look really bad.
Yeah, and accept your body type. My body has become different over COVID. So I do have to accept things that I wasn't willing to accept before.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's true. So like accept it and make sure that you're conscious of what's going on with you.
Yes.
And avoid putting clothing too close to your problem areas.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking from experience, ladies. Like I'm giving you a gem.
Let me tell, or if you can't live with that, go ahead and sign up for that that workout class. I had to legit join. Like the way my clothes were looking, I was like, oh, this is unacceptable.
No, I'm going to a boot camp. Like I'm just waiting for them to have spots open. Like
it's all good. I think everybody gets a reprieve this year, or from last year, because of course you were stuck in the house and them chips were looking good, and that second bag of chips was looking even better. So
yeah,
and the steak and the lamb and the shrimp and everything that you like, all that cooking home food, and it was good. Oh my god,
making gravy for everything.
Yeah,
I
was cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
3 hots.
I was doing that, and a cot,
and then hit the cot. That's what it was all for a whole year. Like.
Sorry, Stretch. Now you know.
This entire year,
but oh, that's funny, man.
But it's a matter of being honest. Either
but it's true.
Or accept the fact that you gotta go work out. One or the other. But we're not acting like we're not pretending like nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm with you. So what are some things that people it's funny because when you get to the summertime, right? I think as I've gotten older, and I used to I don't really like wearing shorts too much, right? Per se. It all depends. I don't know. My legs are skinny. They're color, they're off color because I haven't been in the sun or whatever like that. But I know when it comes to like shorts, I can't dress like how I did when I was in my 20s, right?
Yeah.
Basketball shorts,
unfortunately,
jean shorts. If I see anybody with some jorts on, I just it kills me. But anyway,
jean shorts,
jorts. And also, the khaki shorts with the cargo shorts.
We can't do cargos anymore. Cargos. I saw a pair of pants in the store today. I wanted to buy for my son, and they had the pockets on the side, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
No.
It's a style.
It says old men, though. It definitely says my father.
Right.
It speaks to my father.
And that's the thing is like, as you get to a certain age, like, you want to dress still fly and dope and be comfortable. But yet I don't want to dress like, I'm a 78-year-old man. So
please don't, because you're not.
No, because I'm not. No, absolutely.
But
what are some of the things that I guess, men and women should be looking to bring into their wardrobe this summer to help to keep them looking fresh and fly and not look old?
Go ahead, because
first of all, I think that we have all gotten to a comfortable stage in life. Like, I don't think that there's firsts and seconds and thirds.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've all gotten comfortable. Step your tennis shoe game up.
Mm-hmm.
We have been collaboratively working on making sure our tennis shoe game is stellar. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to wear T-shirts and jorts, as you call them, because we can wear long dresses. We can wear the most fancy things in the world, but still put on our tennis shoes. So it's kind of that balance, that high and low that you should be looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say I'm here for color and prints. Like, be a little daring, be grown up, spend some money, like, because usually you get what you pay for. So go ahead and just drop the bag and get yourself some well-cut, well-made, nice colors, fly prints, like the kind of thing that says, I'm confident, I'm fly, and
it's definitely quality versus quantity.
Quality over quantity.
Choose well, buy less. And we have this whole thought process, right? So the Roaring 20s. Remember back in the day when there was prohibition and they couldn't do anything, and it came to the Roaring 20s when they could drink and everybody was out looking good, chandeliers, everything look. Guess what? We're back in the Roaring 20s.
Okay.
We are right back. We're in 2021. Last year was 2020. We're in 2021. The Roaring 20s. Do the most. Do not do the least. We've been in the house for a year and a half.
Yes.
Do the most. Wear your clothes. Wear everything that you have in your closet. Do not feel that a dress means you have to go to something formal. Do not feel like wearing rhinestones and sequins means it's Christmas. No, wear it at all times. Celebrate life. We've been,
Yes. Like I don't think that now is the time to look like we're mourning. Like this is a time to celebrate, to be to being alive, because a lot of people didn't make it. So just being alive, the weather is warm. Mm-hmm. Just let's live. Let's live. If anything, I think people should have a greater appreciation for life and be committed to living it to the fullest.
I can dig that.
Meaning, do not save anything for an occasion, because what we learned is sometimes people don't make it to the occasion. So every day should be an occasion. Every day should be a day to make yourself feel beautiful, look beautiful, and stunt. We're stunting.
Sequins on a Tuesday.
I wore it on a Monday last week, and it was sequins on a Monday, and it was hot.
There you go. Preacher. You know what I'm saying? So, well, that goes to at least my next question, like monochromatic. I am very monochromatic at times. I do like colors. I will rock some loud and some dope colors. But it was a point in my time where I looked in my closet and all I had was black and gray.
Oh my God! We just had a whole conversation. Yeah. The group chat with our friends, and it was a come to Jesus moment. We had to de-escalate the situation, and we were like, "What we're not doing,
right?
Is that.
But monochromatic doesn't mean just black. Monochromatic means like one color. So you can do I'm here for a monochromatic look. You can do a pink polo, and I don't mean Ralph Lauren polo. I mean like the polo just style. Polo. You can do a pink polo with a burgundy, short. They're both in the red color family, so that's a monochromatic. Or you could do a lime green with a forest green and kill the game. So we're doing colors. We could do them in a monochromatic way. Like, let's have fun. It's been boring. The last year and a half has been pretty boring. It's more fun.
Well, that kind of my next question. Well, you kind of touched on it though. When you were talking about suits and sneakers, like I like wearing my sneakers with my suits now.
You love it.
Yeah. Although my shoe game, my hard bottoms, they on point. But I'm
sure if your hard bottoms are on point, that means your sneakers are probably on point too.
Yeah, because I want to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Listen, we went to Art Basel last year, right? Mm-hmm. Not last year. We lost the year, 2019. Mm-hmm. And when we went to Pharrell's restaurant, all of the chicks had on the dopest clothing and tennis shoes. All of them. I mean, even Kim Kardashian's best friend was there. Everybody had on tennis shoes. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Yeah. Sneakers.
You can make tennis shoes look good.
Yeah.
Angel Anderson from the Spice Week. She does it well. All the time. She always looks all the way put together with tennis shoes. Invest in your sneakers.
There it is. If y'all didn't learn anything tonight, invest in your sneakers. You're listening to Dope Chats with Stretch, and tonight my guests are the ladies from Instant Vintage 78, Sam and Stacy. Let's get into I guess things that you think are old but are now new when it comes to fashion. What are some of the things that were once old but now are new again?
Flare jeans.
Oh yeah, like from the 70s.
Yeah, flare jeans. I have a nephew that, he's very current with the times. And he said to me probably a couple of weeks ago, because he's like 24. And he's like, Aunt Stacy, I think I want to start dressing more like the kind of stuff that you sell. Like I like the 70s and it all cyclical. It always comes back. So I think like flare jeans, with women, more loose fitting things because the weight has come, and just being more relaxed. I think the years before we were a little more stuffy, getting a little more relaxed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I would say sequins. Like a lot of people see sequins as like a granny thing, but no, the sparkle. You could do a sequin tee with some distressed jeans and just set the whole look off. So I think that's something that's old that has come back. And
I always wear sequins, and I don't care what year it is.
Yeah, no, forever and always. And I'm seeing a lot of the accessory. I'm seeing a lot of accessories come back, like woven bags, fedoras. I mean, fedoras are classic, but I see a lot of thank you for the men who will dare to wear a fedora because
fedoras are dope. I wear fedora.
We like it, yeah. But I'm seeing a lot of those vintage accessories come back too.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So what about I think some of the designers from back in the day, are they making a comeback per se? Like, is Jordache still around?
I think Jordache may still be around.
I don't know if new Jordache is around.
That's a good question.
That's a very good question.
Yeah.
You can find you some old Jordaches and Lee jeans. And
Levi's never go out of stock.
They don't. And you know what? It's so funny. Like, did I sell them or did I give them? I gave them away. I should have given them. No, I should. She was a great person. But I gave away a pair of Levi's that I had from 1996 to a girl that's in the fashion game. Her name is Kristen Hargrove. You can catch her on Bethany Frankel's show. And she brought them back to life. Levi's are one of those things, especially 501s, button-ups. You could sell those things for like $150 some odd dollars. When we bought them, they were probably like 40.
Another example of how things can appreciate over time.
Right. And it's funny too, because like Levi's in general, like the price on the jeans, like they know their worth. So if you are to go and buy them off of like Levi's.com or wherever the case may be, or Macy's or something like that, you want to pay a nice little grip.
Because it's a quality denim.
And you're going to have them for as long as you can fit them. As long as you put them on your body, even the way they wear perfectly, like the color fades perfectly, they rip perfectly, like Levi's.
It's all of it.
Yeah.
Weren't they the first ones to actually, because jeans were actually made for people on the railroad, correct? And then Levi Strauss. So Levi's, they're the aficionados when it comes to denim. Everybody else is just copying the serum.
Right. That's the only pair of jeans that I buy, ironically, because it's the only pair of jeans that I really can find in my size.
What do you like, a 34? Because your name is Stretch, so I'm thinking you're probably like
I'm a 36, 36.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find
a 36 length.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. 34 is typically the cap.
That's it. And like I like to, I don't know, there's times where I'll run into, like Nordstrom Rack, right? Like I find some of the dopest like t-shirts in Nordstrom Rack. And then sometimes I luck up and I'll find a pair of pants or whatever the case may be, whether it be like Nordstrom's or what's the other little joints called? The mother stores. Oh crap.
Like a Marshalls?
Like a Marshalls, yeah.
Oh, okay. TJ Maxx type.
TJ Maxx, like, because but you have to search. And see, that's the thing. That leads to my next question. I don't have no patience when it comes to shopping.
And that's why we're here.
You holler at your girls.
That's what we have patience for. We like it.
Right.
We love it.
That's what we do. We basically offer people the things that we have combed through places, that they may or may not want to comb through. And then we just bring you the cream of the crop. That's basically
what we do.
What our business is.
Right.
Like even when we go to estate sales, you go into an entire house. So there's dishes, there's everything that you can imagine. Everything that's in your house is in an estate sale. and probably more, because if it's a estate sale where the people have lived in the house since the 70s, you could only imagine everything they have accumulated. And that's what we do. We go through everything they ever had, and we figure out what was good and what would still be interesting to people today.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I may have to holler at y'all, man, because I can't shop. I know what I want. It's like I have a one-track mind. I run in, get what I want, and then I'm out.
Yeah, that's men. That's how you all do this. Like you get in and y'all don't understand.
And we're in there like
we're weighing options.
Right. And then, and another good thing, key thing too, I think now that we've gotten to the point of, with the pandemic, where everybody, even before the pandemic, everybody was doing a lot of, shopping online per se. What are some of the, I guess, the good parts and then the bad parts of that? Because I think the bad part is you necessarily don't know, even though it says it's the size that you're looking for, but then when you get it, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, as far as online shopping goes, I don't recommend that people like experiment. Like at least for myself, when I'm online shopping, I'm shopping with what I know. Like I know how the clothes are cut. I know how the sizes run, because it's just annoying to buy something and then a lot of times if I buy something that doesn't fit, I'm the person that I'm never going to send it back. I just take the L on it, and I don't like doing that. So when I'm shopping online, I'm just going with the tried and true.
Yep.
I do like to shop vintage online because they provide measurements.
Okay.
So that's another thing that I was going to say. Usually when you're buying online, they have sizing charts.
Right.
So click the sizing chart.
You know what I noticed? The sizing chart is kind of like the BMI. It ain't for us.
I've had that same experience. Sometimes that sizing chart.
It depends on the designer.
Right.
It does, but if you're shopping at a good place, you have to read. Like she knows me well. Like sometimes the manufacturer or whatever or the store will put a note that says item runs small or item runs big. But let me tell you who's gonna let you know every time. The people in the reviews. They're gonna let you know if it's trash. They're going to let you know if it's amazing. They're going to let you know if it's too big, too small, cheap. They're going to let you. I get into
when it comes to reviews.
I'm okay.
I don't care where we're going. She's like what the Yelp says.
The people on Yelp said it's trash. I trust the people.
She is always going for the reviews.
Because they're right.
And I think she's right.
Yeah, if the people say it's trash. And if the people say, oh, no, this is nice.
This is great.
You can trust them. They are going to leave an honest review. So that's another thing. Like if you're not sure about it, see what the people have said about it because they're right.
That's what's up.
Especially because people that have a problem with something, they are going to speak their piece.
Right.
People that love something aren't necessarily going to say something. People that had a problem, they're going to say what they need to say.
Yes.
Like, I hated it.
And this is why.
I can dig it. So what do you all expect to see, I guess, fashion-wise this summer? You know what I mean? Because, you're going to start to see people out and about now as the world opens back up a little bit more, or a lot more, I think, and I hope. So what are some of the things that you are expecting to see that are going to be like fashion things to do, I suppose?
Like I said earlier, I think that people are going to be doing full out outfits with tennis shoes on. Period.
I hope to see exuberance. Like I hope to see a lot of color. I hope to see a lot of print. I hope to see nice fabrics, like the silks out here, the linens. Like we have been bored in the house and a house bored. Please come with A game. Like, please make us be like, yes. Like that's what we wanna look at you and be like, oh my God, girl, you look good, or God, oh my God, you look great. That's what we want. And people need it. Like we had done the Spice Week a couple months ago, and we went out afterwards, to enjoy ourselves. And she wore this sequin striped top with some cutoff denim shorts and these gold glitter boots. And like people were stopping her in the streets, like, oh my gosh, her outfit, because it was such a look, and people were in the streets were literally happy to see somebody dressed like that. So let's do it for ourselves. Let's do it for the streets.
Those boots hurt my feet, though.
It was worth it. It was worth every painful step because it was an entire look.
It was a lot.
You put no doctor.
It was worth it.
You didn't put no Dr. Scholl's in them boots before you put them on?
I was in the moment. Okay. I just went.
Man, I know your feet were cussing you out when you took them boots off.
You know, your feet as women, our feet, if you wear a bad shoe, your feet will tell you the next day. Like you'll be walking around the house with no shoes on.
And it still feel like you got the boots.
You still got the boots on. My feet the next day, I was walking around the house, nothing on, like, oh my God. It hurts. But it was worth it. The excitement from everybody was definitely worth it. I won't do it again though.
I could dig it. I could dig it. So let's talk about Instant Vintage 78, the online boutique. How can folks get down with you all? And I also talk about the IG show that you all do where you present articles of clothing.
Okay, so 4 Sundays.
3 Sundays.
Yeah, 3 to 4 Sundays out of the month, depending on how many days out of the week. We do an IG live. So we were doing virtual shows initially, virtual sales in our stories, but our mannequin broke and we had seen one of our friends do a live and we were like, okay, well, now it's time to try it because our mannequin, we can't take pictures. And just the reception it was just so much better on every level. So on Sundays, we do that. When we present, we switch up the theme. So we might do one time we did items that were Black. One time we did women's wear that's like men's wear. We kind of
accessories, whatever.
Yeah, we kind of change up the themes of it and then just present it that way. Give people tips on how they can wear things. Just show them how it looks on the body. That's always super helpful for the folks.
And just to be clear, this was a pivot for us because of COVID. We weren't able to be, usually every 4th Sunday we were at the Spice Suite. So that's how, 4th Saturday, excuse me. We were at the Spice Suite. So that's how we interacted with our customers. But when COVID hit, it was like, okay, how are we going to do this? We couldn't just rely on people buying online. We really had to like reach out to the people. And that's why we pivoted to making sure every Sunday we were doing a virtual sale. Yeah. Right. So that was our COVID pivot. And to be honest with you, if you're a business owner and you have struggled through COVID, find a way to do your pivot. That's important.
Because there's a way.
There's a way.
There's a will, there's a way.
And, you know, if we had just been like, oh, well, then we wouldn't have made the money. We actually did better in COVID than we had without it. So it's very important to know that. So I just had to put that out there.
So that's what we do on Sundays. We don't do it on 4th Sundays because on 4th Saturdays, we are at the Spice Suite in Tacoma Park Northwest. So on that Sunday, like if you've been to the Spice Suite, it's a to-do. Like it's a lot of energy and a lot of people and a lot of fun. But then on that Sunday, we need a day of rest, like to kind of just decompress from all of that. But outside of that, we're doing sales on Sunday live.
And then we also have our website, which is www.instantvintage78.com. We also have an Etsy, and you can look us up, Instant Vintage 78. We also, even with our Instagram at Instant Vintage 78, you can click on some items and be able to purchase through there as well.
I already got an idea I want y'all to help me with. I want y'all to help me find a jean jacket that fits me. You feel me? Because my arms are so long.
So what's your arm length?
Yeah. 79.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Will work.
Thank you. You know, because the jean jacket I love it. It's fresh. It's dope. But I always roll the sleeves
up to make it look like it ain't what it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, but you know.
That's a staple. You got to have a denim jacket. Like
you do. Listen, let me tell you, mine's right here.
But see, that's why sometimes I get upset with the ladies because y'all always find stuff that like works for y'all. For me, and when you're tall, and this is for my tall brother, it sucks, man. Unless you
get a lot of short guys running out here finding things very easily. It's just because you're tall. That's all.
Short guys can still wear little boys' clothes.
You said that.
It's true.
You didn't say that. You said that.
Short dude still out here going to little boy section,
Going to the
buying little boy Jordans. I'm like, oh man, damn! I wish I could find, but it is.
Yeah, and they're cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
They are much.
That it is. That it is.
Know from experience.
All right, y'all. So look, it is time for my favorite part of the show.
Okay.
It's a game I like to play called Questions from the Hat. Questions from the Hat. You know what I'm saying? So in here I have some questions, some random questions. I'm gonna ask them. You both can answer, and we'll just have a little fun. All right.
We'll do 1 and 1. She asks one, I won't answer one.
I have not.
How many ever you have, but
I have not looked at these questions.
Okay. Who's going first? You?
All right.
Okay.
Oh, here's a good question. This is from the game Cuff. Shout out to my man Emil Barnes, the creator of Cuff.
That's probably a relationship question.
Ladies, would you be upset if your date paid for your first date with a gift card?
No.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Well, actually, can we both answer the question and
I know you got something to say.
No, I would not. Like you could have spent that gift card on yourself and you spent it on me. We're cool.
Yeah.
All right. Make note of that, fellas. All right, here we go.
I wouldn't show her, but
The thing is, I don't need to know.
Tag is, don't tell her.
It's shaped just like a credit card. Just slip it in a little, slip it in a little slot and hand it off and keep it moving.
Or you find a way to get your server's attention and do it without her seeing it beforehand.
Yeah. Tricks of the trade, baby.
There it is. Oh, good question for both of y'all. What was one of your biggest regrets personally or professionally?
I will say mine. Okay, so mine is not following up with really great leads that I should have followed up with. Like being so afraid. It's so crazy. Like you'll do work with somebody, but you're so timid because it's like, I'm not worthy. I shouldn't contact this person. And you don't. And that's just something that flew by the wayside when that could have, pivoted you to the next level of your career. And I've done that often. And I hope to never do that again in the future. Yeah.
Yes, I can think of a very specific example when we were in Philly where there was an opportunity that we didn't pursue. And it to this day, it makes me like cringe that we didn't hop on that because we didn't know, but we should have just took the risk. You know what I mean? So
it's the risk. You gotta be willing to take the risk. And even if the risk is somebody telling you no, it's a 50-50. Like either they're going to tell you yes or they're going to tell you no. Never be afraid of the no.
I like that. Never be afraid of the no. That's dope. Put that on a shirt.
You can.
All right, I will.
But if you do, I want 20%.
I got you. All right.
Well, I'm going to hold you to that though.
Word.
Contracts. Look, I'm about to send you a contract now.
Oh, well, this is a question we already asked and you already answered it. So the question was sneakers with suits, yay or nay?
Absolutely.
Yay.
Oh, right. Phil Collins caught you.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Phil Collins.
Air of Night.
Music question.
Okay.
Who is the original host of the MTV series Yo MTV Raps?
Sad by Freddie.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Man, you all right with me, ladies. Y'all rocking. All right. Oh, another question. How long is too long to be engaged?
2 years.
Okay.
I don't care about that. I'm sorry. I don't know.
What about those folks that get I just saw recently there's this new thing with Zales. I think they're making engagement rings for men so that the ladies can ask their boyfriend or whomever.
I'm a little afraid of that because I feel like, okay, Read some literature on that subject. I'm a little bit afraid of that because I feel like if a man wanted you, he would propose.
Right.
And I feel like that if you propose to a man, it's kind of like a forcing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're forcing his hand because he wasn't willing to make that commitment. And I don't know the girl.
It's kind of like you're giving him an ultimatum, you know?
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
He's gonna be all embarrassed talking about yes, and he really doesn't feel that in his spirit. Like, let's not.
Oh, here's a dope question.
Sorry, ladies. Sorry.
This is for both of y'all. If you were to cast a movie that was shot about you, who would play you?
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Okay. Why would you choose Tracy Ellis Ross?
Because the comparison has been drawn so much in my life between she and I that it would only make sense that she plays me.
I could dig it. What about you, Stacey?
I would say Zendaya. I'm sorry.
Listen.
I
butcher people's names left and all day.
Not just lucky your name is Stretch because it's easy.
Yeah. Zendaya.
But no, I would say her just because she can get gritty, and I'm a gritty person.
Okay, I can dig it.
Am I gritty? I think I'm gritty. I'm gritty.
Yeah. Gritty with sneakers.
Yes, but with rhinestones on. Let's not get
I can dig
twisted.
it.
All right.
Oh, here's a good question. Can friends become lovers?
Never seen it.
No. I think, listen.
The collar getting a little tight up there, ain't it?
It was because I thought about somebody. But the thing is, I think that if it's a true friend, they will know so much about you that it might be hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think lovers should become friends, but I don't think friends should become lovers.
Okay, little John and them over there.
Okay.
Hey.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If they're a good friend, keep them in the friend.
I think they should stay. Literally.
Okay.
Because if you have too much history, if you're a really good friend,
right,
you know their history and
all right. Let me see. One more question. Let's see. This one is good.
I don't like the way you laughed.
I mean, yeah,
that was a little bit. It was. Yeah, I didn't like that.
It's kind of piggybacking off of this last question. All right.
Oh, okay.
So, but is mixing biz with pleasure good or bad?
It's horrible.
It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
It's so bad.
And the reason being is because that business opportunity could be really good, but if you mix and it doesn't work out, then that business opportunity is gone. So MOB. And y'all know what that means.
Just keep that carrot on the end of the fishing hook. Don't
MOB. Money over. Let's not.
Well, it's funny because since yesterday, the internet's been going crazy with this Portia from Real Housewives of Atlanta thing. Although that's real messy. I don't know who this dude is, but it seems as though he's business partners with her baby's father. Is that true? I don't know.
We don't watch that show.
Yeah, I don't watch the show, but
but looking at Baller Alert and all of that, I feel like it's messy. Yeah. Personally, I don't want to dip and dabble into anything that could cause the drama. That seems dramatic, and I don't want it.
Yeah, I think that stuff kind of is deeper than what is being presented on the surface. But
it looks like television to me. I don't know. It looks like television to me. It looks purpose. It looks strategic to me.
Yeah. And I think we just need to keep stuff if something I think we dig too deep sometimes. If something looks like a bad idea, it's a bad idea. A lot of times I feel like we spend time rationalizing why something can be okay. No, because it's no.
Mm-hmm.
if the surface of it looks a mess, leave it alone because it's a mess. Like,
listen,
it's a mess.
2003, we came up with this whole thing, and it was the benefit of the doubt. So we call it the BOD. So if you have to give it the BOD, that means it should not be done. Because if you have to doubt it, it should have no.
It should never have a benefit.
Period.
On a T-shirt.
Period. If you have to doubt it, there should be no benefit. And we've had this conversation many of times, and we've talked about what we don't doubt. Like, I don't doubt my relationship with her. I have a brother, an older brother. I never doubt his ways, what he's saying, I never doubt our interactions. I don't doubt my parents. So if I have to doubt you, I should never give you the benefit. It is literally a cause for disaster.
Yeah. And I mean, this is, even though we had that, we talked about that in like 15, 20 years ago. Every time we do it,
the BOD.
Like, we've had this conversation at least 50 times over the years. Like, but you gave them the benefit of the doubt. Like, the
BOD.
It's like, it's a hard no, and like, just learn the lesson. Don't do it.
But that's dope that y'all can have those conversations and hold each other accountable, and call each other out for the BOD.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, man. Well, I want to thank you, Stacey and Sam of Instant Vintage 78, for being on Dope Chats with Stretch, and for playing, of course, the best game show of all game shows, Questions from the Hat. I don't have any prizes for you, but you do pick up a complimentary gift of Last Request, my novel. Let me send it to you all. This green screen is making it because the book is black.
We know.
Last Request. There it is.
Do that.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
A lot of fun.
Thank you all. Thank you all. And for those out there who want to get in contact with you, how can they do that?
I'd say the best way to contact us is we're active on Instagram. So our Instagram handle is at Instant Vintage 78. And you can also visit our website at www.instantvintage78.com.
And if it's something that you want to email us about, is at it's instantvintage78@gmail.com.
There it is. Well, ladies, thank you again for your time. And I look forward to catching up with y'all soon outside of this whole little thingamajiggy that y'all got a jean jacket to help me find. You feel me?
Yes, we do.
That's what's up. Well, thank y'all again for joining. And we will be back next week with another dope episode of Dope Chats with Stretch. Until then, y'all be love, be peace, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at StretchG, also at DopeSense76 Media, and pick up my book, Last Request, available now everywhere books are sold. I thank y'all for the love, and we will do it again next week.
It.